y'all, what's up, what's good? It's your girl Michaela Janae here, back with another video. And in today's video, I'm back on the bed because I want to do something different and do a little crochet and chat with you guys. I haven't crocheted in a video in quite some time, so I thought it was the perfect time to bring crochet back on into the mix. So to start off, I want to show you guys what I have been crocheting recently. Overall, I've kind of been in a creative slump. I have not been making as many things as I would like to. That being said, I only have like 3 things that I've done recently, but they're kind of cute. Not all of it I love, but I like it good enough. Okay, so the first thing you actually saw me wear in my last video is this top right here. Very cute. I think I did this portion of it is acrylic, but the yellow is cotton. I think this is very cute. I wish that I had enough yarn to make it all one color, but to me it still came out pretty good. This was actually from a free tutorial. If I can link it in the description box, I will. I found it on YouTube, and I just think this stitch is so cute. This top screams Easter pastels, and it's just so cute, and I love the flutter sleeve. I also made another little top from a free tutorial. It's this one right here from little acrylic yarn mix, and then I have like this little solid stripe at the bottom. This is the back and then this is the front. Okay, so the reason why I'm always having to mix my colors in my pieces is because whenever we started to collect yarn and purchase yarn, we never brought enough. I didn't know that I was going to get into crocheting wearables in particular, and for wearables you need like at least 200 to 300 yards, and we be having like one ball of each yarn. I'm always having to patch together similar colors, but I think it always turns out pretty well. This is actually the top that I'm not completely in love with. I don't really love a tie strap, and I think the colorway was just kind of giving like My Little Pony Pegasus vibes, but I feel like if I style it correctly, I can definitely learn to love it. I love that after I see my pieces, they become so flowy and so cute. You guys know I love colors. I'm definitely going to make it work, but one thing I will say is that I wear my pieces. As you can see from my videos, I always try to wear something that I made. I didn't make this, but I actually just came from church, and this is what I already had on. So crochet, but I definitely purchased this from Sam, so close enough. I promise I will make it work because I don't believe in wasting a nice crochet garment. Okay, and last but not least, I actually made a sweater vest for my mom. Making this for her, which I love this color. This is definitely going to be the color of the fall. This right here was actually another free tutorial, but honestly this tutorial was a little difficult to like upsize. I've never purchased a crochet pattern yet. Whenever people provide sizes, I just kind of guesstimate, and this one was very hard. Some pieces I had to like take in because I actually made this sweater too big, and I was like, I'm not frogging it no more, because I honestly frogged it twice. I took it in right here, and then I took it in underneath the arms, and it's so cute and wearable. This took about 4 balls of yarn, and this is by Loops and Threads. I got this from Michael's, and it was about $4. So this is acrylic, definitely something that is going to be a fall to winter piece because it is heavy, but I just think it's so cute. Like, I do have some of this yarn left, so I would definitely try to make myself something out of this. So, and I think she loves it too, so that's good. It's a very cute little sweater vest. Here's the bottom of it. It also has like ribbed bottom, and the arms have like a little ribbed effects. And this sweater kind of took me a little minute, so that's the last thing I finished. But first, let me show you guys what I'm going to be working on today. So of course I have a new project in the works. Honestly, I have been crocheting more than sewing because, as I stated before, in a creative rut, crochet is one of the easiest things that you can create. It doesn't take much brain power. Now it does take some. It's not something you can do mindlessly, but I like that you can do it in your bed, you can do it on the sofa, you can do it outside. When you're sewing, you're kind of like in a room by yourself. It's just you and the machine, and it takes a lot of focus and a lot of concentration. I don't have that right now, so I just want to crochet and create something fun. So I thought to just start making a bunch of granny squares. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Let me show you guys the yarn and kind of my color pattern that I'm thinking about. So I have this Yarn Bee Soft Secret French Lilac is the color right here. I think my mom purchased this because this is a color I don't know if I would really pick up. It's like this grayish purple. Very cute on camera. I feel like in person it's like a little bit lighter, but love this. This is going to be in the mix. I also have this cotton, in which most of my wearables I'm trying to make out of cotton, but as you guys know, I only purchased like 2 balls of each, so it's going to have to be some putting together of different colors. I have this Casey yarn right here from the Joann sale, and this is in the color Rose Garden. I have 2 of those, and I have 2 of of the Casey, again 100% cotton in Santa Fe, and this is the square I've already started working on. And I have a ton of this Kobu by Lion brand yarn, and this is in the color beige. I have a ton of this because you can actually pick it up at Walmart for like $3, and this is 51% cotton, 49% rayon from bamboo. Love that. This stuff is very, very soft. So I have 4 balls of this. So whatever I make, I kind of want to join it with these right here. These are actually 200 yards a piece, and I feel like I want to get one more just to be safe, because I'm thinking about making a jacket, which should be very fun. I'm inspired by Belina Bellwood, I believe her name is. I love her crochet tutorials. Very easy to make it to your size. Love her. And then I also have a little bit of this brown, which is very cute. I have no idea what I use this on, but I also got this from Joann's, and this is the Skein Tones by Lion brand. 185 yards of this, and this is the color Nutmeg. And I have a little bit of white. This is the same yarn bee Soft Secret. I absolutely love this. That's what we're working with, and everything is pretty fine. Whenever I'm using that many different types of yarn, I try to pick a hook size that's kind of in between all of them. So I just picked a 4. If I would have had a 4.5, I probably would have used that. Where this is what I'm working with so far. Very cute. Don't know how I feel about these particular colors right next to each other, but with all these different colors, I'm kind of going to try to cycle through them and make a nice little mix. And I'm going to end all the squares on this because this is what I want to join it with. So right now I'm kind of trying to go through my stash. I want to purchase more yarn, but I want to use what I have first. Oh, and I'm just going to hop into it. I honestly need some more stitch markers. I have been going to Michael's recently because I was working on this right here. Thank God they still had this yarn. Like, my mom purchased one ball maybe 2 years ago. Thank God they still had it. I literally picked up the last of it. Okay, so I've kind of been seeing what Michael's is working with. I'm not mad at it. I see whenever I go on Michael's, I'm gonna put some pictures right here. I see that they're trying to, you know, add in some more fabric, which is good. I see that they have an aisle, 2-side aisle that they're trying to add fabric into. Is not wearable, so it looks like quilter's cotton. They're trying. I'm gonna give them that. They are trying, but I think right now Hobby Lobby is beating them when it comes to the wearable fabric. But let me just say, my Hobby Lobby never has a ton of wearable fabric. Whenever I go out of town, they have wearables, but I also have a lot of quilting cotton, a lot of like tulle, and I don't want that. I want like wearable cotton, some linen, some denim, something. So whenever I go out of town and go to another Hobby Lobby, their fabric is a little bit better. I've been liking what I see from Michael's. They have been having coupons that you can use weekly. So far there's been like a 30% off your total purchase every week. So when I was going to get this yarn, which their brand of yarn is pretty cheap, the regular loops and thread, it was like $4, and I had that 30% off. So I was getting it for, I want to say maybe $3 a ball, which is not bad at all. But they also have a ton of yarn that is like $11-12. Like their little Karen cakes be $12. Pictures, they have like different cotton, different bamboo yarns and stuff, and it'd be like $7 to $8 upwards. So when it comes to Michael's yarn, you're definitely going to need the coupon because it's going to be a little pricey. They're trying to add in more yarn, like a little extra aisle, which is great. They're trying to market to us Joann customers. They're going to have to really do what they need to do to make it worth our while. So one of my friends is having a baby, and I want to make her a bear. Now for her first baby, I made a turtle, and I think I definitely shared that with you guys. I made a turtle, which should definitely be fun. I went to Michael's looking for like some super bulky plush yarn. They didn't have any brown. They only had like blues, greens, stuff like that. I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for, first of all. And second of all, it was like $12. I'm like, no. So I was watching a video of Michael's. So I was watching a video of Hobby Lobby because I love watching little walkthroughs of different stores, especially yarn shopping, because I like to know what they have before I go in there. And somebody was showing their plush yarn, like to make the little amigurumis and stuff, and it was $4. I don't really remember Hobby Lobby being super expensive or anything. I feel like $4.99 compared to $12 is a very, very big difference. So imagine $4.99 for some yarn, or even $3, because some of the yarn was $3 at Hobby Lobby, and then going on 30% off week, which I'm glad Hobby Lobby does the whole week transition sales thing, because they don't allow you to use coupons anymore. They stopped doing that a very, very long time ago. I said all that to say I definitely plan to go look at Hobby Lobby soon and probably purchase the plushie yarn from them, because they'll probably definitely have the color I'm looking for. They stay pretty stocked. Inventory is very consistent, I will say. Like, if you think Hobby Lobby is going to have something that you've purchased before, most likely they're going to have it. Like, I've never really seen them run out of a particular color, especially when it comes to like their staples. Like, this is one of their staples, and like they have a whole wall of this soft secret. Love this yarn. It works up really beautifully, and they consistently keep it, which is good. So I definitely want to start building a collection from there, because, you know, shopping the Joann's closure sale was great, but now I'm making projects without a store to go back and get more, in which I knew that was going to be a possibility. I'm just going to have to go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby and color match these items as close as possible to create a whole garment, in which I knew that was possible when I was purchasing these. But it was just really disappointing that Joann's didn't go down a lot when it came to the yarn. Like, I purchased so much yarn and I felt like it was a lot at the time because I was still paying a pretty penny for it. It happened, so I'm just gonna have to color match as much as possible and just go from there. But I will say that I am okay with their selection. Does Michael and Hobby Lobby get new items as often as Joann's did? I would say no. At least they have what they have consistently, so can't be too mad at them for that. So I still want to sew all the stuff that was in my summer sewing plans video. Is now just going to become fall plans, because I did purchase some patterns, and in Louisiana, that's the upside of living here, we're gonna have some more weeks of summer going into September, even October. It's still going to be pretty hot, so even like the shorts I want to make, all of that stuff, I can still make that because it's still going to be hot. I just have to hop on it. It's going to be hotter longer in Louisiana than it's going to be cold, so I'm definitely still going to get some use out of the makes. And honestly, I don't really need to sew fall clothes when I can crochet it. For this project right here that I'm working on, the girl's tutorial that I was following, she kind of like did a mock-up of the jacket, took her measurements, and that's how she knew how many squares she needed. So I'm definitely gonna have to do that. I kind of want to create a couple test squares so I know consistently what my size is gonna be. She had half squares, some triangles. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how this one's looking right now. Very cute, but I'm trying to decide if I want to make it like one bigger. I feel like the bigger I make the squares, the less I have to do, if I'm thinking correctly. She was using scrap yarn. I want mine to be a little bit more uniform, so that's why I have a distinct colorway. So I'm going to finish with this brown. Let's try, which color do you guys think should come next? I really don't have a lot of white, but I can get the white back. Should I do white then purple? Let's do white then purple. I saw that Hobby Yarn, or Hobby, I think it's pronounced. I've never had any of their yarn. I saw that they just released a collection with Bella Coco. I had never heard of her at all, but apparently she's someone who has been in the crochet YouTube space for some years now. She came out with her own yarn and it looks so cute, like so cute. I definitely wanted to purchase some, and I think they're like $9 a ball. I'm not justifying it right now because I want to use my scraps, but after I use up these scraps, I definitely want to purchase that because it's, I think it's like a Z-twist yarn and it's like merino wool. Like, I don't know, that sounds perfect for the winter and the fall. Like, I just want to try that so bad. I'm definitely going to do an unboxing if I do order it because I want to show you guys. I'm kind of still figuring out my footing when it comes to purchasing yarn now that Joann's has passed away. I don't want to rely on a website like Hobby yet because I like to just go out and pick up another skein. I don't want to wait for it to come in the mail. After this, I definitely want to start working on some Christmas gifts. I told one of my friends I was going to make her some bookmarks, so that's definitely going to be a part of her Christmas gift for sure. And she wanted crochet bookmarks. I asked her did she want crochet or sewn bookmarks, and she wanted crochet. Today also on my radar, I want to bake a cake. Now that is what has really been taking up my time. I don't have the mental bandwidth to create physical items, but I do have the mental bandwidth to bake, and your girl has been baking up a storm. Okay, I've been baking and cooking so many things from scratch, and I have just been enjoying it so much. And today I want to make a carrot cake. I got one of those huge bags of carrots from Costco, and I'm like, okay, I'm not really juicing these carrots fast enough, let's make a carrot cake. But to me, it definitely gives fall vibes. and I am in the mood for fall, let me just tell you. That's why I really love the colorway of this item I'm making right now, because it's definitely going to give fall. That's how we're looking so far. That's cute. That's cute. This yarn is definitely a little bit thinner than the rest, but I think it's gonna work out fine. I like to bake because I really have a sweet tooth. I developed it all of a sudden, and to keep me from running to a bakery, you know, every week, I like to bake so I can control how much sugar I'm intaking. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's what it's looking like. I'm definitely not trying to rush. One thing about me when it comes to crochet projects, I'll be ready to just be done because I love a finished product. Maybe I can challenge myself to make 1 square a day and go like that, maybe 2 if I have time, but I'm not going to try to rush it. So that's just how I am right now with reading. But I got approved for another arc. Thank you, Jesus. And that review has to be out by October 1st. So thank God she sent the book out like so early, because I need time to read that. Like I gotta get through it. And it's an author that I've never read anything by her, so I'm very excited to read it. It is Clean Closed Door. I think it's Christian fiction. Pretty excited about that. I'm gonna do one more row, and I do think I want to, so cute. So I think I want to go to the beige next and end it in a beige. You can put this on while you're crocheting or while you're doing something and just listen to me. Yeah, this is actually inspired by Anaya. Follow her, and I love her little crochet and yap videos. So I think I'm gonna do 7 rounds and end every round in the beige, because like that's gonna be my way of keeping it uniform. Now if you're here only for hair, I do plan to have some reviews on the way. As you see, my hair is actually straight right now because I needed to trim it, and I did use some of my new products, but I kind of want to wait to give you guys my full thoughts on it. So far I'm loving what I used, but I just want to use it for a couple more weeks to give you guys a full review. Not everybody's hair is going to accept things the same. I don't want to just give you a review based on my hair. I want to use it on a few of my clients, and I want to use it for 1 more week and then review. Now after coming off my mom's granny square vest, I'm low-key tired of making granny squares. But one thing I will say, in this whole vest right here, your girl didn't make no mistakes. She did not have 1 cluster with 4 things in it, and I deserve a reward for that, because back in the day there was gonna be one cluster that either had 2 or it had 4, and sometimes it was going back and being fixed, and sometimes it was not. You're having to check because it's so easy to make a little extra double crochet, especially when you're in a routine and you're not doing any other stitch. Oh, also, if you like my necklace, it is by my friend's brand. She started her own faith-based jewelry brand. It's called Her Uncommon. So cute. So I've actually worn a couple of her pieces in my videos, and I absolutely love them. They're hypoallergenic, so they're waterproof, sweat-proof. Gotta love that. And I love a faith-based business, as you guys know, so definitely check her out. I will have her Instagram so you guys can check her out, and she does ship. Now some of the ends I am going over, but I'm probably not going to keep it like that because I don't always like how that looks. Okay, so as I close out, I just want to say that I hope you all had a very blessed Sunday. I hope that you are ready and optimistic for the week ahead. Even if a task seems daunting or the week seems daunting, just remember that God is always with you. You're not going through this alone, and just remember to take up your full armor of God as you go about your week, and you're going to see a major difference, I promise. So let me tie off because this square is officially done. I think that is my 7 rounds. So this is how it's looking. Look at how cute it is. Okay, cutie, that's cute. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate you. Just listen to me talk about crochet and all my different hobbies and passions. I love you for that. Let me know what you think about my project. Let me know what's on your hook, what's on your sewing table, what is your craft of the moment, what are you reading. Let me know all of that fun stuff, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next Sunday for something different. It might be hair related, it might not be. It might be a monthly wrap up. 1 down, like 20 to go. I'm definitely going to keep you guys updated on this process, because if this comes out correctly, this jacket will be epic. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video.